Well, hello, welcome to I Love Gay today. And we are here with Breanna Sinclair from San Francisco. How are you, Breanna?
Hi, thank you so much for inviting me.
Oh, it's amazing. It's a real pleasure. I've enjoyed getting to know you online and discovering some of the things you've done. And you've got quite a story to tell.
Yes, I am one of the many who have a story to tell.
Yeah.
Just as many as, trans artists, we have so many stories that the world should hear and know.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful that I'm able to tell mine.
But you may be in San Francisco now, but you're missing out on all the snow from where you're from. You're from Baltimore, and I'm out here not
Yes.
too far from Baltimore right now, and I can tell you it's very white outside.
Yes, it's 50-50 for me. I do love snow, and I enjoy playing in the snow, but I'm really enjoying the sun in California.
I bet. But yeah, tell us a little bit about like kind of how you got started, especially even there from Baltimore with some of the stories we were chatting about earlier.
Yeah. So I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, home of the Baltimore Ravens, and woohoo! And yeah, I grew up in a very musical family, and I started singing at the age of 5, and I sang my first solo at the New Shiloh Baptist Church in Baltimore. And I remember my pastor going up to my mother saying, "You need to do something with this gift, this voice." And I just never understood people's reactions when I performed, but I didn't know that my voice could, bring people happiness and joy and excitement. So, I am very grateful for my voice. And yeah.
But now, well, I know you became famous all of a sudden when you were one of the first. You were the first transgender person to sing at the what is it, the Oakland A's?
Yes, yes. It was very nerve-wracking. um, I was really scared because, in the sports field, it's
Yeah,
very heteronormative.
yeah.
And so to see this 6'2", trans women singing the national anthem, I was really nervous. I was like, I don't know what they're gonna, the response it's going to be. And the performance, I can say it wasn't that good because I was really, really nervous, but I
Yeah,
got better over time.
yeah,
But I'm very thankful for the opportunity, and I wouldn't, you know,
yeah,
give it up
yeah,
for the world. So
yeah. But you've been performing there in San Francisco for with the opera and quite a number of different organizations there. Yes.
yes, yes, yeah, I've been totally connected with the LGBT community, but also I got my master's degree from the San Francisco Conservatory in Music, and I was the
Yeah.
only trans woman in that department. And there was a lot of trials and tribulations, I guess you could say, but
Yeah.
I survived it. I got my degree, and I'm studying voice at the San Francisco Opera. I'm studying with Sherry Greenewald, and she's just been a gift and really working on my sound and my voice and making sure I'm a classy lady.
But no, you're at the forefront of like multiple. You're really out there because you're transgender, but also, especially in today's day and age, with a lot what we're dealing with, when it comes to racism and being part of the Black community, it's just that must be a big part of your life there as well in terms of what's happening.
I mean, I can't change the fact that I am a Black woman. I mean,
Yeah,
and also I can't change the fact that I'm trans. But my vocal cultures always put emphasis on the music, and the emphasis was that is your goal. You know, don't try to always emphasize your transness. She said, you work too hard, you know so much, and you learn so much that it's time to just move past that how do you say it, that transness, and really just be a performer and sing and interpret the music to audiences. And that was something that I had to deal with on a personal level because I've dealt with a lot of discrimination being trans. I've dealt with so many things, but my focus was the music. And how do I bring that forth? And how do I shine through that and not worry about, because my transness is not an issue. It's people who are not comfortable with the LGBT community. That's their issue, not my issue. And so that was something that I had to learn during the course of my schooling.
yeah. But you've been getting out there telling the story. I know you were like it was virtual, but out in Equal Conference last year, you were part of a panel there as well.
Yes. Well, I mean, I have to tell my story. I've been homeless, and some days I wake up in the morning and I'm like, how am I even alive actually giving these interviews and sharing my gift? Because I was homeless a couple of years ago in New York City, sleeping on the street, sleeping in parks, staying in 24-hour cafes, and just to be here present in the moment is something for me that's very personal. And I'm like, wow, I am here alive sharing my gift, because there's so many trans women of color and Black trans women. We are getting killed weekly. And it scares me, especially as a performer and an artist, to my life is always on the line, but I try not to put my mindset on the negative all the time, and try to stay positive as much as I can, because it's not easy for us. And I know people see me all dressed up and looking like a diva and singing like a diva and stuff, but it was not easy for me to get to where I am today. So I'm very grateful.
Well, you're where you're at today, and how about the rest of the year? Do we have some exciting things to look forward to?
Well, I don't know if I'm able to say this, but I'm going to be on CNN.
Oh, wow.
And for the United Shades of America with Kamau Bell, and they asked me to sing the national anthem for the military episode.
Oh.
And we recorded it last year at the Sunset Cliffs in San Diego, and it was the most monumental, epic experience I've ever had. Just to sing on a cliff, and singing the water and the eagles. It was wild to me.
Yeah.
So that will be coming soon in the spring, summer. So I'm excited for that to come out on CNN. And I have some other performances cooking on the stove, you just say.
Well, I'm going to be paying attention to you on Twitter. Make sure I stay on top of all this. No, this is amazing. And I really appreciate you just being able to take a few moments of your time and kind of share your story with our audience. And like I said, I'm looking forward to when things settle down here this year. We'll be able to, and I do travel a lot. I just got back from San Diego this past week.
Oh, wow.
Hopefully I'll be able to be in your neck of the woods sometime here soon and be able to connect.
Yes. San Francisco is beautiful. We're getting a lot of summer weather. So, well, spring, summer, because we are getting into spring. So
I'm jealous. Well, thank you. Thank you again for being here, and really appreciate your time.
Yes. Thank you for inviting me.
All right. Take care.
It feels good, so good.